Investing in the stock market has jumped into many people's heads at one point in their life. If they need the extra cash, and hearing about how much business owners, investors, and celebrities are making from these stocks, and not wanting to start a full-fledged business, stock investing is the next best thing. After all, capitalism is the name of the game, but trading a stock in the stock market may not always be fair. In fact, there are instances where one person can have an advantage so great that their net worth can double, triple, or even quadruple over months because of a little inside information. Let me introduce insider trading. Insider trading is the act of buying or selling a company's securities based on non public, undisclosed information. There is an option for those involved in said company to conform with rules and regulations set by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It becomes illegal when a person acts upon this non public information for their own good to take profits. This trading is hard to crack down upon. Even in the US government, many officials are known to be amazing stock traders. Having very little knowledge in financial markets, they are still able to go green. Politicians are meant to be leaders and examples for their representative populations. But recently, even with the average salary of 174K for senators being 3 times the amount of the average American salary, politicians can make well over this amount, not knowing information in the government body. The Stock Act of 2012 was supposed to put a halt to this issue, not allowing insider trading by congressmen. After all, we do live in America where everyone should be on the same playing field in something so pivotal in the United States. It's hard to overlook the amount of money that follows such an important position. The Stock Act was not able to hold up what it was believed to be. To many of the public, after this act was passed, they may have believed that everything was back to normal. Politicians are only there for their job, in their communities, and government. And even if they did invest in the market, they must tell everyone about it. But this is wrong. The public is blinded, while insiders find loopholes to continue to profit off of their non-disclosed information. The Stock Act says that if anyone in government was to invest, they must disclose their trades, yes, but they don't have to do that right away. They have a 30-day time period, and if they pass this time, they must pay a fine of $200 for their first offense, increasing over time with the more offenses they make. Tensions between the public's trust and politician insider trading are in question once again. People have slowly began to take notice again. We know that in America, in order for a politician to be elected, they must win a race. During the race, politicians are known to say things that may not always be true. Some things are simply there to manipulate the public's eye on them. Politicians are usually involved in certain sectors of government. Some groups focus on mining, others focus on farming, some even on AI. You get the point. Each sector has their own standing on what they will do on the industry to try to help or regulate it. In here is where officials are discussing privileged information about said industry, stuff you won't find on Google, or even if it is found, it'll be considered a rumor among the public. This is that it's crucial to understand how politicians can make people believe in them to win elections and put themselves in positions to know inner secrets of the government. Specifically in cases of insider trading, regulation, and government buys. It can be seen how politicians with huge salaries are able to increase their net worth with an exponential growth. Nancy Pelosi, a popular Democrat, has increased her $41 million estate from 2004 to $115 million in 2018. Pelosi has been in the forefront of insider trading accusations, such as Tempest AI, a company whose shares she bought at $32 shortly after selling at $70. Maybe she's really just believed in that company, but that's not the case with Nvidia, where she sold a part of her share when the price was an all-time high, but conveniently sold a couple weeks before the stock plummeted. In conclusion, politicians and the public perception of them are being shown in the light more recently. The way it may work is that politicians say what they need to say to get up on that chair. Once it is done, perhaps dive deeper into the rabbit hole of government, and through a group with privileged information about a certain industry, politicians can make financial moves based on non-public information to grow their net worth.